The search for Jane Bashara's killer and the investigation taking a new turn tonight. Jane was found murdered in her Mercedes SUV back on January 25th.
And now investigators in the case are very interested in what the couple's children have to say about their mother's death.
Here's what Bob Bashara's lawyer told 7 Action News reporter Smitha Kaloki about the investigation.
Easter passed and the Bashara family did what it always does, go to Sunday services, all while Jane Bashara's murder case remains open and questions continue to swirl around her husband Bob.
He and his family still do most of the things they've done in the past, go to church on Sunday, go to a certain restaurant for dinner on Friday night, but it's taken a toll because a lot of people believe where there's smoke, there must be fire.
Jane was found murdered in her SUV on Detroit's east side on January 25th. Police have publicly named her husband a person of interest, but the only person who has been charged with her murder is handyman Joe Gens. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office says the investigation is ongoing, but sources tell Action News charges against Bashara could be brought in the next couple months.
I don't place much stock in that because we've had rumor after rumor after rumor, and probably 90% of them have not been factual.
Bashara's attorney David Grimm says Bob's children have been interviewed multiple times. Just last week, investigators flew to Iowa to talk to his son, and Jessica Bashara has spoken to investigators at least 4 times. But Grimm claims it's the investigators who did much of the talking, allegedly trying to convince the siblings of their father's involvement.
She said, I came away very mad at my father if any of the allegations about other women were true. But I also came away feeling just as strongly as I always have that my father had nothing to do with my mother's death.
Our calls to Grosse Pointe Park Police Chief Dave Hiller were not returned. From Detroit, Smitha Kaloki, 7 Action News.
And here are a few more details now in the Jane Bashara murder investigation. Joseph Gens, who worked as a handyman for Bob Bashara, was arrested for Jane's murder last month. He is in jail and being evaluated. Bob Bashara is still considered a person of interest in his wife's murder and claims, though, he had nothing to do with her death. And police searched the home of Bob's alleged mistress, Rachel Gillette, in March for possible clues in the case.